In this vlog, I will discuss the third stage of the design process, prototyping. I will define prototyping, describe the evolution of our prototypes, and analyze a few specific design decisions. According to Lim, prototypes are the means by which designers discover, generate, and refine designs. Prototypes are for traversing a design space, leading to the creation of meaningful knowledge about the final design, and prototypes are purposefully formed manifestations of design ideas. Prototypes allow us to express and align our design thinking and get important feedback from users before creating a final product. In our process, we rapidly created multiple prototypes in 1 week using many different tools. According to Dow, rapid iteration leads to better design, but it does not lead to divergence. Our experience aligns well with this, because by prototyping we created a product which was successful, which I will discuss in the next vlog, and there was no major divergence from our design idea. However, this process still involved many specific design decisions which were impacted by our time frame, our team and their digital prototyping experiences, and our tools and materials. We began with sketches, which allowed us to quickly communicate snapshots of a single moment in time with each other. Because navigation, the experience of the user over time, was such an integral part of our design idea, we swiftly moved on to storyboarding. During storyboarding, we began to feel overwhelmed with how much paper was piling up, and those piles of paper made us realize just how complicated our simplified app would be. Before we could design the navigation of our app, we realized we needed to define the individual elements. Clara's experience was key here. She guided us to create a content inventory using Excel, which allowed us to systematically determine all of the components of the individual wireframes. Because the literature supports the idea of low-fidelity prototyping to encourage collaborative design with users, we intended on using Balsamiq as our final prototype before formative evaluation with our proxy. Balsamiq was very useful because it was in this stage that we were able to visualize more precisely what our product would look like. We had an understanding of the limited space of the screen, and this forced us to make certain design decisions. For example, to save space and overcome text barriers, I wanted to use only icons for certain features such as next. However, accessibility guidelines state that icons can be ambiguous and recommend using a mix of icons and text, so we used Balsamiq to test out how we could make that fit. Another key decision we made was whether the home screen should be contact-based or action-based. Clara argued for action-based as contact-based was how current systems work, and the current systems were creating barriers for our users. We felt we had to make this decision before eliciting feedback from our proxy because we could not move forward with prototyping navigation without it, and navigation was priority for us. Speaking of navigation, even though we had moved from paper to digital prototypes, we were faced with the same issue we had been during storyboarding. Balsamiq was not allowing us to properly develop navigation. We ended up moving to Marvel, which is a decidedly high-fidelity prototyping tool. Even though we knew that this choice might dampen criticism and user feedback, we felt that anything lower fidelity would not express our design idea appropriately and would not allow us to test what we felt was priority.